beef stroganoff. Very little ingredients. Egg noodles, then flank steak, mushrooms, and a little bit of cream cheese. And if you want, you can add what we use, beef bouillon. Better than beef bouillon, which is really good in anything. So the first thing I did was I went ahead and I pre-cooked my steak. And the juices that's left off of that steak and what little grease was left from the steak, I just kept that in the pan, add my water till it started boiling, and then I add my noodles. And that's where we're at right now. Okay, so I added my better than bouillon to my noodles, especially once I started boiling them really good. Now once my noodles are at least half cooked or almost cooked, I'm going to add my mushrooms and my steak. And then I just combined it. Now I didn't, if you notice, I didn't use a lot of water. And that's because I just used enough water to cook my noodles, because I'm going to let that water cook down so the better than bouillon sauce that I put in it can give it more flavor. So if you don't have to drain the water off of the noodles, the better you are. So I use very little water, just enough what I need. And I've done this long enough that you'll learn how much you need. The better the bouillon, just start out slow and then add to your desire. So I really can't tell you how much. I put maybe a tablespoon in, no, half a tablespoon probably. And then I just add towards the end, taste it, and then add towards the end. Okay, the last step is what I'm doing is I'm going to add my cream cheese. Now for this amount I use about a heaping tablespoon, but you use the desire that you like. Just start out with little and then add. I have very little juice left, so what's going to happen is it's going to make this creamy. It's going to add to it, it's going to make it creamy, and then I'm just going to let it cook down to where there's no juice. You can add pepper and a little bit of garlic, but don't overdo the garlic because you want the flavors. You don't want to overdo with the garlic, where the only thing you taste is garlic. And the reason why I start with very little water when I'm boiling my noodles is to conserve my water, especially if you're nomadic or if you're trying to save on your water bill. And pre-cooking my meat just makes it easier and faster when I do have to cook the meal coming home from work or from a busy scheduled day. You already have that steak or whatever your meat's cooking. I always cook my meat at the beginning of the week and then I separate it, so then it makes my meals very quick. And so you cook this until you don't see any more residue of the cream cheese, and then you just serve. And that is our easy, very cheap beef stroganoff. And the reason why we use cream cheese is because it's a multi-use item. So I use cream cheese for mashed potatoes, I use it for baked potatoes, I use it for ham and salsa roll-ups, I use cheese and crackers. I use it a lot, and it's only like 80 cents for a little box of it. And where you don't have refrigeration, it's a lot easier to keep. And then when there's only 2 people, then you don't have a waste of like you would if you get a big tub of sour cream. But you can use sour cream too. So that's it. Until next time, like and subscribe. Traveling Donkeys. Thank you.